perplexed, riding waves like future specs. Gotta calm down, no pretext. Market moves got me feeling wild, swinging harder than a rocket child. Picking up odds like a trader out, playing profits ain't revival.
Boris Schlossberg, Managing Director at BK Asset Management.
BK Asset Management's Kathy Lean.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Somebody give me a sound check. Let me know if you guys hear me okay, if everything is good. You guys seeing the screen? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We're starting a little bit early. I am in white mode or non-dark mode because you guys asked me to be in that. I'm just putzing around. It's not really a trade. Just me screwing around with that tiny little bit of S&P, which I'm probably going to get tapped on because I sold at the bottom here. But overall, I'm having a very, very good morning. I left you guys at around 57.1. I'm at 57.4. I was at 57.5. So, basically $1.50 away from target here. All just doing what I call micro scalping, tiny little scalps against tiny little positions, and then repairing them if I need to. And they worked out fine. There's not much sitting up just yet because obviously we got 5 minutes before the open. But I just wanted to make sure that the visuals are all good, that we're all looking nice and clean here. And everybody gives me a thumb up. Let me know if you guys everything is looking good. So the other thing is calendar today. Hold on a second. Was that how much time is left? 47. All right. I'm just gonna fool around with one more time on this sell side to see if I get the downside move here. I get it. These are all tiny little trades for me. What is the calendar today? So we have nothing. We had economic optimism, treasury purchases. That's it. Not much going on. The big news today, obviously, is the tariffs, right? Everybody retaliating. So we'll see how that plays out. The market clearly doesn't like it on the open, but kind of holding bid for right now. It's holding bid around this level, this 5,800 level. I think it's just a pre-market hold before they take it lower. Like in other words, they can ramp it up in the first 10-15 minutes on a dealer short squeeze, and then take it down as the day progresses. But we'll see. Point is, there's just no trades. I'm just I'm fooling around here a little bit. Just to see if I get any kind of continuity. And if I don't, I don't. I'm not going to cry about it. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. I know everybody's just coming on board. Oh, there we go. Oh, but, let's do this. Okay. Let me see if I got this this trade in here. I got the reversal trade here. I may have chased it a little too much. We'll see. I'm kind of just flipping myself back and forth on dumbass trades. What happened here? It's 9:30. Just pre-market open spot. I put myself into a pre-market open spot. Fine, no problem. If this thing actually stays green on the close, I will go back in again into the trade. Okay, let's see. We've got 32 seconds. Let's see if this thing stays green on the trade. Just waiting to see if this if the candle closes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. No biggie. Nope. No trade. It was just a spike out that I sort of chased out, which was ignoring my own rules to hold until the candle closes. Nope. Okay, maybe the next one's going to be the greenie. Let's see. Still 2 minutes to the open. Nope. It was a total reversal. Total fake out. Total fake out. All right, let's see what happens. I'm going to let this candle close, see how it trades out. $50 seconds left. Nothing much going on over here. Trying to see if they can recover the 8-period SMA for now, but nothing much going on here. Just staying soft. Okay, 15 seconds to the open. Let's see what they want to do at the open. All right, I just took a pure momentum trade because I saw them selling it down to the open. That's not any kind of a BF scalper trade, but you know, I saw the momentum move here, and I decided I'm gonna take it for a quick scalp. Definitely not a setup. Definitely not something you should be doing until you're ready. But aside from that, you know, we have to be patient and wait for signals. At this point, it's just, you know, we had chop, downward price action. This was just a typical dealer squeeze for which I fell for the 50th time in the world. But I recovered all of it by doing size the other way and went short. So we'll see where the world wants to take us next. But I'm going to trade small with you guys once I get signals. Once I get signals from the indicator. Right now we have nothing. Remember, generally I talked about yesterday that signals are coming about every half an hour. So they should be within 5 to 10 minutes of the 9:30 hour. We should have some signals on all of these things. And then, you know, probably at 10 o'clock hour, we'll see what signals we can have. NAS is crawling to a possible reversal. Let's see. Is it easier for you guys to see the white background? It looks like it is. I think people like the white background a little bit better. No, everybody is just staying short right now. It's interesting to see. It feels like they're holding these levels, the pre-market levels, But once they start breaking them, I think it's going to be, yeah, now they're starting to really, really push them hard. These are obviously the lows of the day at the 62 level that we need to be watching. S&P also really breaking towards the lows here. S&P is actually at the lows. Wow, it's really making fresh lows here. Okay, let's watch it. Looks like we're going to try and test the 5,800 level, which was a big support level. I'm watching NAS here. If the NAS breaks this low level here, what is that? 260. If we're below 260, I'll just play it for a short for a little bit. Right now, obviously, all pulling back off the things. I actually have a legitimate sell signal in gold here setting up. Let's watch that. It wasn't. Let's see. Okay. 37 seconds left in gold. Let's see what gold wants to do with it. (26, 27 seconds). Going to look very. Going to wait very much till the close of the candle before we do this. Nope. Signal goes away. 13 seconds left, and we went away on the signal. Let's see if it closes. 8, 9 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sell. Okay. And we're short here. Candle was held. Target is somewhere. What else? My target? 25.9. Just missed it. There we go. Micro scalp. First legitimate trade of the day that got done. Anybody take the gold with me today? That was the first clean trade of the day. Yes, sir. Very nice. Good job. So that was a clean, 50 on the move. Otherwise, I got nothing. Looks like we tested the lows. Let's go. Let's take a look at it. We tested that 260 on NASDAQ. Sorry, it'll take a while for this to come up because the first 10 minutes trading view is always going to be super slow. But you see, we tested and just bought it right back. But I think that if they revisit it and they break it lower, it's going to be a more downward move. So I'm just curious. Let's talk about tariffs. Let's do a little poll here. I'm just curious to know. Let me do a poll here. Let's see what you guys think. Will tariffs tilt us into a recession? Do you spell tariffs with 1 R or 2 R's? All right, whatever. Misspelling is my middle name. So let me know. I have I put the poll up. Obviously, the Chinese and the Canadians have come out with counter tariffs. Oh, we're getting a counter trend signal. Again, here's the problem. So this is what we're going to do. This is a massive signal. It's 30. It's an 80-point candle move, right? There's no way we can justify trading this except on a super small basis. So, this is like 100-point move. Jesus Christ, this is like insane. Same thing on the S&P, right? Same thing on the S&P. It's just these candles, the volatility on these things is just too much. So we have to go. What we're going to do is we'll trade the S&P on this. once the candle completes, it's got to complete. It's got to actually hold that that green level. It looks like it's going to try to hold it on the NASDAQ. We'll see if it holds in the S&P. 50 seconds left. S&P so far is a no-go. Let's go to NASDAQ so that you guys can actually see it. Actually, you know what? S&P is staying there. 41 seconds. Let's stay on the S&P. We're going to buy the micros. I'll tell you if the S&P holds. I'm just going to go to the micros because this is a issue I had yesterday with you guys where I was trading the different instrument than the one we're looking at. So you were missing the actual trade entries. So the point is, if we hold these levels, 21 seconds left, I'm going to get long the micros at a very small size because the volatility on this thing is so large that regular size cannot cover the stop. And, you know, you're going to be in a typical situation of being right on the trade, but wrong on the execution. So, okay, buy market. All right. Okay, and that was it, you know, and I bought the twos. The NASDAQ would have worked too. Now, you know, could you have worked the large contract? Yes, especially like in the S&P where it's like a $50 trade that you're trying to go for. But I just wanted to, you know, and would I have done this in my own time without you guys watching over my shoulder? Yes, but what I'm trying to do is just show you good behavioral practices in live trading, not necessarily, you know, the stuff that I'd be doing myself. So when you are in a situation like this, where the natural stop is literally 20 points below and your maximum stop is 4 or 5 points, you're outside of the bounds of volatility. And to go with a large contract, you know, you're betting on the fact that there's just going to be great momentum going forward. It's actually not a bet. I can't say it's a bet. You know, generally when you have these big volatility candles, there's continuity, but you need to pretty much be aware that it could retrace halfway down, consolidate, and then come back and hit your target all at the same time, losing you money because, in other words, the trade is a continuous trade, but you got stopped out by volatility. So you have to make that judgment of whether, okay, I'm just going to get stopped out intra-candle by volatility, or I'm going to take a much smaller candle size, and I really, you know, I'm just going to take a tiny, you know, profit on the thing because the volatility is too much. It's really up to you guys to how you want to handle it, but I just want to show you both ways. You know, I wanted to show it both ways to you. Let's see how our poll is doing. Ooh, look at this, man! Everybody, you guys are so negative. 82% are saying they're going to go into a recession off the tariffs. Oh, got a negative. Oh, sorry, shit, I missed it. I'm talking and I'm not. That was a trade right there. Classic sell trade. That should have been right there. I'm sorry, I missed it. I'm yapping my mouth. Yeah, I'm trying to be entertaining, but that was a nice clean trade. You sold here at 13, went all the way down to 9. All we're looking for is a point. That would have been actually a clean, straight up trade. Now we're trying to flip back. Now the markets are very, very volatile. Now we're trying to flip back the other way. Although that's not we're looking at the MES, but that's not the on the actual ES, which is where we're looking for signals. That's not a signal, so there's nothing going on over there. Let's see what's going on over here. So NAS holds above the moving average. So does S&P for now, just for now. Let's see if that stays out. No, they're breaking the moving average to the downside. "45 seconds left. No signals, but you know we can't hold the moving averages, which is kind of interesting. "30 seconds left. "22. This looks to me like it could be a continuity trade to the downside. If we stay below the moving average, this looks like we are not, though. We are buying. They are buying it. Interesting. Okay. Wow, it's very, very much two-way market. Really, really hard to figure out what they're doing. Okay, let's see what they want to do next. Now we might get an actual true signal. Let's see. 2 minutes left, so it's a long time, before this completes to see if this is really a true signal. But we are getting a signal both in the S&P and the Nasdaq to the downside. I do think it really feels like they want to beat this 5,800 level. It really, really feels that way. We'll see if it's going to be in this wave or maybe the next wave, but we'll see how that plays out. Still a minute left, so I really don't have a trade. Just have to be super patient. Big move, 16 to 4. I mean, they're really, really gunning the 508 level. They're breaking it. They're breaking it on the candle that we've been looking to sell. So unfortunately, now they're breaking all the lows. Now you're really, now we're just chasing huge momentum. Now the candle is just massive. So we'll have to wait. We'll see. I will take this trade. Even though unfortunately, it's just the whole profit is inside the candle, but we're going to wait until the close of the candle, because the idea here is wherever we close, the assumption is we should have some kind of modicum of continuity. There's 13, 14 seconds left, but they clearly, we saw them running the 508. If it retraces back on me, it's just going to be a tiny little trade for me. 1, 2, sell market. All right, so we're short here. And we're done. Sorry, that was super fast. I did it on the ME. You see that? Let me show it to you. That's where the entry was. Short here, 02, came back up. But this is not something you hesitate on, because you see how fast this thing reverses. I knew that it's gonna be a big retrace candle after such a big run. Naturally, when you run the stops underneath the very large level, the first thing that happens is people want to short cover, and bargain hunters step in to see if they can squeeze it out. The more interesting question now is going to be over the next couple of candles, where they trade it, because I think they're gonna push it lower. We're down 71 basis points. We could easily be down 2% by the end of the day today. This could, the whole idea is like these are levels. I was hearing that these are levels that CTAs, which are managed futures accounts, have their stops on. These are longer term, intermediate term trades. If they get stopped out today, that's just massive liquidation. All the momentum traders are going to ride that trade, trend to the downside. So we'll see how it plays out. Right now, 5,800 is the Maginot line that we're looking at on the S&P. And we don't have any legitimate trades, but we took what we could get. No recession, just correction. Okay, could be. I think we have this is the last day for Apex, guys. So make sure everybody gets the Apex discount. Days like today are just the best days ever to have multiple accounts. You can just, you could have one account where you're just trading large size all day long, and you could totally pass the eval in one day. Because the moves that we're seeing right now are so enormous. So I'm going to show you something fun. Since we don't have any signals, I'm going to show you something fun for us to consider. So this is NAS running through. It's just taking a long time. Running through the NAS is actually sending us a buy signal. So does the S&P. So we'll probably trade the S&P just because we want a little bit less volatility, if we get the signal to stay. So what we saw here is test reversals. S&P loses its buy signal. Nasdaq still stays on the buy side. but we got a minute to go, so I'll switch around when we need be. $50 seconds left. Let's see if this reversal candle holds. Remember, these are huge reversal candles, so it really can't go large. We just have to go small and hope there's continuity on the trade. 32 seconds left. NASDAQ also has a trade. You know what? Let's go to NASDAQ. I'm going to go to micro NASDAQ because that looks like it's holding bid above the level, 10, 12 seconds. Let's see if it actually does hold bid. Now, S&P lost its signal. NASDAQ still has its signal, 3, 4, 2, 1. And I'm long this thing, and I'm going to get reversed out of it. Let's see. Maybe not. Let's see. We'll get a big move up. Can we get it? Yeah, there we go. So I actually double clicked it. When I click on Tradeovate, sometimes when you click too fast, you get a double fill. But because I was trading micro contracts, it's fine. Anyways, that reversed for us nicely, and that P&L does for quick 20 points. Could I have taken the 50? I could have, but you see the volatility. It's really. I think it's a matter of risk and style. I'm trying to sort of imbue you guys with the more risk averse style, just because I think if somebody who's new, it's always good to err on the side of caution, and versus somebody who's maybe much more aggressive and experienced. They can take full size. If you take full size on this would have worked nicely for 50 or 100, depending on how big a size you were taking. The flip side of it is it could just easily have pulled you down for $400 very, very quickly, just literally within 2 seconds. And you see look at the massive vol you have here. So when you're trading NASDAQ, my default instinct is always, okay, if this is going to be so much vol, I'm gonna pull back to the smallest possible size. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, it's going to be very, very easy for me to repair that trade. All right. In the meantime, we have S&P showing me a sell signal over here. Let's see if the sell signal stays. So we're going to transfer again to the small S&P. We got about 15 seconds left. I'm watching the large one. If the large signal disappears, I will not take the trade. But I got 4 or 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, sell. Okay, so I'm short and that's, you see that, super fast. Micro. Micro. I sound like Super Mario. So again, the idea here is micros. Oh, look at a big moves. So those of you guys who are trading the big moves, this is us giving up the 5,800. I didn't even realize it was the 5,800. Giving up the 5,800. They're just flushing it down now. Goodbye S&P, down to 95s. And once they can establish the sell there, then they're going to start trying to push it all the way down to the 770s and so on and so forth. So we are clearly in the sell zone, and clearly I'm keeping you guys pretty much on the right side of the trade by making mostly sell trades, and the few occasional counter trend trades on the buy side are very quick, just super quick on the reversal. So again, if you're saying, oh, Boris, you took like a point, you could have taken 10, you're absolutely right. The disadvantage of micro scalping is you're doing lots and lots of small trades. The advantage of micro scalping is that I have incredibly high consistency and probability of success, because to achieve that 10-point trade, you got to be losing sometimes 3, sometimes 4 times in a row, because they're not common, right? The better the trade, the more uncommon it is. So I'm taking very, very rudimentary trades, like, sort of very, very bread and butter trades, because I'm looking to just simply collect as much as I can. It's all a matter of style. The beautiful thing is that the indicator is great both ways. It's excellent as as a something that can generate really, really large trades by giving yourself large stops, large targets against entries, or you can do micro scalps as well. So it's really, really up to you. Can you trade FX CFD? You cannot. Apex is a futures only broker. We do have other brokers where you can trade FX CFD. I'll be happy to share that with you in a bit. Saw the V on NAS for the buy. I did not. I don't have any Vs on the NAS. I did not have any Vs on the NAS. I don't see any Vs. Okay. Is it true that between the time window about 10 to 11:30, S&P has about 65% probability of reversing the opening moves? Yes and no. Like, what is this reversing the opening move? It's a continuity move. It's a pure continuity. I think the more accurate thing to say is between 11:30 and 1 p.m., which is when Europe closes, S&P will counter trend a little bit. So in other words, if we sold hard, like we'll come back tomorrow and see if I'm right on this. But if if I'm right, like let's say by 11:30, this is going to be at the 770s. There'll be some kind of an anemic rally back up to the 5,800 level. So I think there's always short covering or long profit liquidations between 11:30 and 1, but that would be fine. You need a no clue but happy Tuesday option. You mean no clue of the direction? I mean, I had a pretty good vibe on the direction that we're short. No, I think it's actually been super easy to call direction the last couple of days because it's been pretty obvious, both fundamentally and technically, which way we're going. I have a signal on gold that I just missed here, but it also I'm not loving it. So maybe we'll just take a small position. Ah, shit, I'm late. Never mind. I want to take a small. All right, forget it. You snooze, you lose. That should be my number one motto. You snooze, you lose. Okay, so gold isn't quite working on this sell side. Maybe it will work, but I'll leave it alone. S&P and NASDAQ are having like exhaust consolidation moves here. So we'll see. Oh, reversal in NAS. Let's take a look at NAS. How much time do I have? It's 43 seconds. This is NAS. Really, really, again, NAS is sort of the strongest fighter. Again, I guess the tariffs are mostly industrial, so people are much more negative S&P than NASDAQ, which doesn't really produce any products, but it's still like you see it. It's not quite recapturing the moving average. So whatever pump and dump they had, that sort of died out. Anyways, the candle is massive, and if it does recover the moving average, you can see that it's not worth. Look at the vol here. It's a 50. Wow, 75-point candles, man. If you have some balls and you just do one contract and just hold it short, you're done. Although I don't know if you could survive the retrace against you. Was it 20 points? What's the max on a single contract? How many points can I absorb on a retrace? It's actually an interesting point. So 2,500, it's 50 points divided by 20. Yeah, no, 125? 125. Oh, that's actually not bad. But that's still nothing. It's like two minutes worth of candles. So I have a $2,500 drawdown budget. At $20 a point, 125 points in NASDAQ is all I can absorb. And if you make 150 points, so if you sort of like short it on the open here, and just closed your eyes, you could have you could have had the full funded account off of one contract, which is a lot of fun to do if you guys have a couple of Apex accounts. Gold actually worked. I'm sorry, I just was late on it, but that gold trade really worked nicely, actually. So to the downside. Let's go see what NASDAQ is doing. NASDAQ is trying to recover that moving average. 21 seconds. Holding it barely. All right, let me get ready for it. I'm gonna buy the MNQs if it holds the moving average. It's the MNQs. Buy. Did I buy it? Okay, I don't know what happened here. I just bought it. Full reversal. Full reversal. Look at this ball. It's fine. That's why I bought the small piece, because I knew there was just massive volatility. But look at this. Now it looks like it might do continuity. We'll see. Huge amount of, you see how much vol there is on this thing? Yeah, that's why you got to go super small, especially on the counter trend signals. So we'll see. Although it really feels like it wants to go the other way. Wow, what a whiplash. Okay, now we're gonna just stay very, very focused. If this gives us a sell signal, we'll go small size on a sell signal. If it doesn't, then we're just gonna leave it alone. There's nothing to do. Minute left. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock. Exactly. What a surprise. 10 o'clock, we got the signals. 57 seconds. Oh, man. That's a very, look at the vol price action. Oof. All the way down. All the way down. Breaking the fresh lows. Man, I hate these candles. I hate trading these candles because there's so much retrace potential in them. But we'll do it small because I want to show you the mechanics. It's no big deal. 25 seconds left. We will wait until the candle completes. Absolutely. I'm literally watching the clock. 50, 51, 52. 53. Look at that massive move. Holy shit. 57. Sell market. And order filled. I sold market, and by the time I got to the thing, I order filled this. That was, it was pretty obvious there was going to be massive continuation here. Again, if you're experienced, you're one of those guys, you could just load up. You could go 10 large. That would have been $1,000 in 1 minute. It just depends on your risk, risk appetite size. But you can see how, with the indicator and with the price action, there are just certain points in the market where it's pretty obvious that you can capture 5, 10, whatever, micro scalps. And with such massive volatility, if you lever it up hard, it's a super fast trade. The flip side of it is you got to know that, if you're wrong, you're going to just eat it just as fast. But that's the beauty of having Apex accounts, because you can have as many, as you like, and get a couple of them funded really, really quickly. Like this is a thing that could have funded an account on 10 large in a matter of 1 minute, literally 1 minute off of the signal. Here's the signal. You got a short here at 31, 184, 10 large. All you need is 15 points. And this is like 45 points. So you would have, single trade, single candle, get funded, which is a lot of fun, right? Again, this is only for the eval part of it. This is not how you would get yourself paid out. If you're a crazy futures trader, just, for your own account, you could have done the same thing. You could have, like, if you have like 100,000 that you're just willing to throw around, boom, that would have been $3,000 in 1 minute. You could have gone, to play golf the rest of the day. So it's all possible. What's really cool is you can actually see the trades developing, and I'm going to try to narrate them as much as possible for you guys to get into it. But even if you're just doing the grinding work that I do, which is just, let's do small sizes, small scalps, micro sizing, micro scalps, right? How small is yours? You will see a very, very steady, clean progression of $300 to $500 a day of just nice, like literally making it $20 trades all the time. And that's very attractive to a lot of people. So whether you want to size up or nickel and dime it, this is just a great, great tool, right? We're going to invite everybody into our room next week, as Kathy was saying to everybody. I'm just going to talk a little bit about this and tease it for you guys. Right now, the room is only for our members, but I'd love to. I don't know if any of the members have had a chance to kind of walk through the room, but if you have anything to say, please feel free to comment. But we've really poured our heart into it. It's really, really cool because it's a private chat room with all the assets, the access to BFF, the access to Zip, all of the lessons, every single thing that we have over there. All of the downloads of my executables, like all downloads of all my MT4, MT5 trading tools, all of the rule sets for Scalper and Zip in PDF format. So just enormous amount of really, really valuable, cool stuff. I hope you guys really like it. Let me know if you guys like the new room. Those of you who've been in the room, who are members, I'd love to know. Oh, one last thing. I just wanted to show this to you. People were asking me, to create change of colors. So like if I'm on the black, just for example, I'm on the white side, maybe I don't know if I want to do this. Maybe I do it this way, but you can change the color. See how I changed the color of the V label? Again, this is, by the way, not a trade I like to, remember I told you, I only like to do V labels in a direction of the trend. The trend is down. So this is a counter trend V label. Kind of stupid to do it, but we'll do it. If it holds, we have to wait for a $1.20. You know what? I'm actually curious. You know what I wanted to do? Let's see if I can do this. Just for shits and giggles, as far as buying this. What should I do? Should I do it this way? Maybe I do it. This is what the cool thing is, that you can actually pick the color palette. Yeah, I like that. That's a better. It's a more intuitive idea that that you're buying on the greens. I got 49 seconds left, so we'll see if again, this is not a trade I promulgate. And remember, the true part of this trade, if you really want to do this, if you're doing this like on a swing basis, and you say, I'm going to try to bottom fish this bitch, and I'm going to get long here with the stop all the way at the lower end of the candles. Yeah, be my guest. But if we try to micro scalp this thing, it's pretty much going to be a losing proposition. But I'm going to do it with you guys just to show you the mechanics. If I actually get the signal, we have to see if the signal stays around here. 16, 17 seconds left. Let's see what happens. 11, 10 seconds left. What time is it? 53. All right, around 56, 57, I buy it. Okay. All right, we're long this. Again, look at that shitty execution. Very, very fast stop filled the other way. It doesn't matter. Wouldn't have worked anyways, because, as I said, it's much more of a loser proposition. And in order to really trade this, you need to stop all the way on the bottom over here. And I'm not, I'm micro scalping, so I really, don't want to. On the other hand, we actually have a legit gold trade, which is that to get done 19.4. Yeah, that's already got done. Unfortunately, I'm late on the gold trade. If you want to have more fun with S&P, no, nothing. There's nothing going on here. I mean, the idea is, if this holds the lows here, maybe it's worthwhile for a second try, but it's not. We're selling hard. Buying falling knives is almost always a losing proposition. I'm almost glad I got stopped out because I wanted to show you what not to do. I did it just kind of, again, in real life, I do not take these trades. I only take these trades. If this was a green trade, if we were above the moving averages, yes, I would be taking those trades. But right now, I'm not. All right, let's see if we get any more possibilities. Gold crashing, which is odd to you. I think it's just all risk off, my friend. It's just all risk off flows right now. Remember, I said S&P is going to go to 57.7. Where are we? We're right there. This is where we're at. We're right underneath here. No signals, guys. Just missed that. We had a legit gold signal, but I just wasn't watching the screens on that one. So that would have been a nice clean signal here. No trades, guys, and I think we won't see much. I have to leave in about 5 minutes because I have a meet. But the quality trades that were there, you guys saw them. We took all the nice, good trades. I showed you all the good grinder trades. I even showed you the reversal trades. They all worked. As I said, it really depends on you want to go be large and in charge, take large signals, or trade small ones. I'm going to try and trade the small ones. I was at 57.5. I brought it back down to 57.3 right now. I'm going to try and trade it back to see if I can make it 57.5, 57.6. The idea is that, I need to get it to 59 to get funded. So we'll see if we can get there by the end of the week or the beginning of next week. So we're going to try and take it slow on the moves here. I'll try to do as few stupid trades as possible, but no guarantees. This is actually like, if I'm fooling around, I would take this as, let's just do this for shits and giggles, for fun. Buy. Oh, and I'm going to get stopped out. Oh, that's so stupid. I really thought this was going to hold the bottoms. Okay. Well, that was just a tiny little trade that was unnecessary. Okay. All right. No trades, guys. Don't do stupid trades like I'm doing just for shits and giggles. But if you do them in tiny little sizes so that when the real trades come up, you can get all the money back and then some, which is what I'm hoping to do. And otherwise, everybody have a good day. Volatility is our friend. We just got to be patient for the signals. Hopefully you guys liked everything. Fresh lows, baby. Looks like we're going to take 20,000. Maybe we're going to take 20,000 today. We're $1.45 down on NASDAQ. Might be down 2%. For 2%, we're going to take 20,000. That will be a big story. Okay. All right, my friends. Everybody have a great day. Everybody enjoy. My last time, I'm going to put the Apex discount here in case you want to take it. Otherwise, I'll see everybody tomorrow, and just stay safe. Don't trade large. Everybody have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.